Hey guys, how's it going? A little bit different today with the old video. Today's video is going to be good for two reasons. One, I'm wearing trousers. First time in probably 4 weeks, I think. It actually feels weird having something covering my legs because I'm pretty much just living in shorts. And second thing is I'm actually going out to help somebody out. Something very minor, very small. Means nothing to me, and it probably means nothing to you, but there's a little old lady that needs some food and I'm going to go and pick some up for her. Don't get me wrong, I don't think she's sitting at home starving. I think she just wants some nice food. This is the world that we live in now. It's something as minor as going to pick some shopping up for somebody and dropping it off seems to be a big deal. In my current situation, over the last, is it 4 or 5 weeks? How long have we been doing this for? Seems like forever. My day-to-day life has become quite tedious and very boring. Me being in lockdown hasn't been too bad for me really. My wife actually works for Marks & Spencer's, so she's having to actually go in, which is unfortunate for her I suppose, but she stepped up and said she wanted to do it, so fair play to her. And for me and my two little mistakes upstairs, it's quite good because every day she comes home she's bringing fresh donuts and wine and lovely food, so we haven't had to do that whole queuing outside Tesco's and Asda's and whatnot, trying to keep 2 meters away from everyone. She's kind of took that on her chin and done that for us, which is cool. So we just have to just sit at home all day and watch movies and tidy up the house really. I think I've probably been out 4 times in the 4 or 5 weeks we've been off. I must admit things are starting to seize up, so my feet are hurting. I'm probably doing about 2,000 steps a day if I'm lucky, which is terrible. For me, it's been quite kind of difficult not being able to just pop out to the shops or pop out and pick something up from the DIY shop. So this is the first time I've drove my car for 5 weeks. It feels weird. I don't know if you're supposed to do a test again, are you? But one of the downsides of being in quarantine or isolation, whatever you want to call it, nobody can get their hair cut. So basically I get my hair cut every 3 weeks normally. My hairdresser I love her, she's great. So you're looking about 6 or 7 weeks without a haircut, and I went enough's enough and decided to cut my own hair, which was an experience. I'm sure she's going to tell me off when she next sees me, whenever I can get an appointment. 100% guarantee she'll give me a clip round the ear, because I don't think I've done a terrible job, but it's nowhere near as good as what she could have done or will do. I'll just hope I haven't messed it up too much where she can't correct it. I'm sure she can though. The downside of the apocalypse, quarantine, isolation for me is not getting my hair cut. What a world we live in, eh? If that's the worst thing that's going on in your life, then you're not doing too bad, are you? Everyone's in the same boat, so I don't want to come across like I'm moaning, and no, neither should you. As long as you're home safe, that is the main thing. I'm not saying I want a medal or anything for doing this. I just think it's a nice thing to do for somebody that can't do it. In this day and age, that should be enough really. If you can help somebody out, help them out, The first 2 weeks of the lockdown, I was actually in isolation. My wife had a bit of a cold, and it was just a cold, but obviously listen to the government and the guidelines. If you've got a new cough, you should isolate. So she ended up isolating for 7 days, and me and the boys done 14, which to be honest was boring to say the least. Very boring, but at the same time we needed to do it, so that's it. Man, it feels good to get out and about. I do miss just getting in a car and going somewhere, even if I haven't really got anywhere to go. Every day, every week, every hour seems to just blend into one. Am I going to make the traffic lights? Yes. So it is like a ghost town. The city centre is literally dead. Probably 3 cars on the road driving around. It's just weird, man. Traffic warden's still about. The last thing the council should be worrying about is whether somebody's parking space. There's thousands of empty car spaces about. Give somebody the benefit of the doubt and let them have an hour of free parking for Right, so here we are, outside Marx's. Right, so my instructions are to go to Marks & Spencer's, the main entrance, and somebody will be meeting me with a load of shopping. Oh, if you're wondering what this is to put over my face so I don't have to have anyone breathing on me. I don't want breathing on me. So, how are you getting on with your isolation anyway? How many weeks have you been isolated for? How many, have you had any aches and pains? Are you going out for your daily exercise, or are you just, you know, staying home and staying safe? I think they say you're allowed out for an hour's exercise a day. Should you do it? Probably not, but at the same time you do need to be doing some form of exercise. A couple of my pals on Facebook and YouTube are doing some PT training, which, you know, definitely check them out. Yeah, the idea is as long as you're keeping moving, keeping active, you should be alright. Some dirty just spat on the floor. Nice one. What's the matter with people? Thanks very much. Well, that was painless. Right, so we are now going to Shenley Old People's Village. I know where that is. Let's do it. Look, Marks & Spencer's food is slightly more expensive than Tesco's and Asda, but it's so much better. I can't stress enough. Pay the extra, I don't know, 20p or £1, whatever it is. You know the adverts, when you watch the adverts, you go, oh man, that is nice. But it is as nice as it looks. I don't know whether I should be saying this, but there's not that many people standing outside, or if anyone, there's hardly anyone standing outside. So if you don't want to be queuing outside Tesco's for 2 hours with a load of people coughing and splattering all over you, get yourself to Marks & Spencer's. Pay an extra 50p on top of some of your food. It's worth every penny of it, 100%. And we've got some bottles of wine as well, which is cool. They will be getting drunk this weekend. So will I would have thought. I do like chilling out, watching a movie, having a glass of wine, or a bottle. This is it. In here. I'm actually going to be here for minutes, so I'm sure it'll be fine. What's this lady's name anyway? I'll give someone some shopping, I ain't got a clue who she is. So that's my good deed done up for the day. Bless her. What a lovely old lady. I shouldn't really say old lady, she's just an... Yeah, she is. Right, so that's my little adventure done for the day. This is a must now, I do believe. Hand sanitizer. Never leave home without it. I think I put too much on. My hands are really slippery now. I can hardly hold the steering wheel. My two things today that I was pleased about was one, wearing trousers. Why, I don't know. And two was doing a good deed of the day, which was dropping some shopping to an old lady, which I've achieved both of them. It was nice to be able to do a good deed for somebody that was in need. Not desperate need, but in need. So here we are, home sweet home. As always guys, thank you for watching. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe somewhere down the bottom, and stay home. Be safe.